would like to express that the opinions, views, comments, and suggestions of the host in this program are purely their own and do not reflect those of Pinoy Radio. Emanating from MCBN Broadcast Center, you're all Filipino radio. PinoyRadio.com. PinoyRadio.com. This year, we'll never get short of surprises. In fact, we step up the game. Hashtag Level Up Goals. The finest hits, outstanding shows, remarkable events. Media Cancer Broadcasting Network Incorporated. This is PinoyRadio.com. Love it! Maluwag naming inihatid ang palatuntunang Pinoy Dreams. Palatuntunang tumatalakay at nagsusulong ng mga karapatan ng mga manggagawang Pilipino sa bansang Canada at maging sa ibang panig ng mundo. Pinoy Dreams. Ito'y bumubuo ng mga manggagawang responsable, edukado at di mapag-imbot. Higit sa lahat, tumutulong sa pagpapalakas at pagpapalago ng ekonomiya ng bansang Canada. Pinoy Dreams. Programang nagbibigay ng malawak na kaalaman, nagpapalakas at nag-aangat ng mga samahan ng mga migrant workers at caregivers. Samahan tuwing linggo si Judith Gonzalez at ang kanyang mga kaibigan. 2 oras ng palatuntunan para sa bawat Pilipinong may pangarap sa kanyang sarili, sa kanyang pamilya at sa kanyang bansang pinaglilingkuran. Pinoy Dreams. Every Sunday, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time.
Welcome to Pinoy Dreams. It's Sunday once again. Ayan, Pinoy Dreams, a live talk show that advocates, empowers, and of course, entertain. Good morning, Philippines. Good afternoon, Canada. And of course, good noon, good evening around the world. And thank you po sa patuloy na pagsubaybay ng Pinoy Dreams. Miss Annalyn?
Yes. Hello po sa lahat ng mga manggagawang Pilipino sa lahat ng dako ng buong mundo. Isa na naman pong oras ng balik-takan dito sa Pinoy Dreams. At of course, makakasama natin ngayong araw na ito ang dalawang designer from Onijo Productions at si Mr. Z Kasim, of course, ang ating tech expert.
Tech expert. And of course, babatiin muna natin ang excited ng dalawang guest natin, of course.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Onijo
Thanks for having us.
What's in store? What's new with
So
Lunicho?
actually, we are producing the Miss Earth Ontario 2017. It's going to be in June 17 at the Holiday Inn. So we would like to invite everybody to come see the show. It's going to be a combination of fashion show, pageant, of course. It's a sit-down dinner as well.
Wow. So what's different about Miss Earth Ontario and Miss Earth pageant in general?
Yes, before they can compete at the nationals, they have to compete in the provincial. So Lunijo is producing the provincial pageant to qualify for the nationals. The winner and the finalists will go to compete to represent the province of Ontario in Montreal this August.
Oh, wow. It's going to be
June,
huge.
July, August. Okay, so the rest of the provinces are doing it as well.
Yes, yeah.
Right.
It's going to be huge. And Miss Earth pageant is actually going to be held in the Philippines, right? That's
Yes, I believe later this year it's going to be in the Philippines, but I know in the past it's been held in Switzerland, I think, or Austria, in Vietnam as
well.
well.
In Sri Lanka, I think.
Yeah, so they're all over the place, but I think the main hub for the Miss Earth is in the Philippines.
Yes,
How long is Miss Earth now? I mean, I just heard of that 2 years ago. Or, yeah.
I think synonymously, I mean, just recently, but I know they've
it's
been
fairly new.
more than 15 years. I
Or it
believe,
is?
yeah.
It's more than 15 years. Before it was called Miss Asia Pacific West.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the former name
Yes.
of, and then they turned
Then
it
they turned it to Miss Earth.
Which
Okay.
has actually the concept of raising global awareness and environmental protection
Yes, yeah.
and environmental awareness, right?
That's why it's called.
Tayong tahanan nun. Philippines is actually the main hub for that.
Yes, yes.
So, are there how many contestants have we had?
So right now, we are gonna be releasing that numbers of candidates in this week we will provide the list of candidates. So surprise muna for now.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. And it's gonna be
So
huge.
what do we expect from the pageant? What are the categories to compete?
We have like 4 categories for the pageant. We have best in evening gown, the swimsuit competition, and with the interview as well. but we're concentrating on the platform by its candidate because like what we've been saying, it's all about like the conservation of the environment.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Yes.
their focus.
It's
So-
going to be platforms, so you'll be focusing mostly on the environmental platforms. of the
Yes, yeah,
candidates.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And also we partner with World Wildlife Fund.
Oh.
So we're gonna be parts of our ticket proceed will go to them as well as part of our continued support to the local charity.
Oh, okay.
Sounds
So
fun,
this,
yeah. Malapit yan, ha?
Yeah,
Maybe it's like as an environmental technician. Kinda
yeah.
like,
So I think
okay.
it was a no-brainer for us to pick World Wildlife Fund because
Yes.
I think again, as you can see their work, the ocean, the environment, the animals.
Mhm,
So
the biggest one so far. And
exactly.
it's funny because looking back, kasi today we're gonna be looking back on the lot of episodes of Pinoy Dreams and kind of looking
Looking
back,
back.
as well. It's funny when you remind me of Worldwide Fund,
Yeah.
WWF. I once worked with them. It's because for actually to stop the killing, the dog eating practice in Cordillera.
you advocated for that
It's always like the dog eating practice.
in Cordillera. Why is this basically Cordillera when all over the province of the
Of the
all
Philippines,
the
it's
Philippines,
unique
it's-
to the
yeah.
Cordillera. I
Why
don't
it's
know.
specific to
so
Cordillera?
Apparently, it's not only the dog eating practice of the Cordillerans, mga kababayan ko, it's not only limited actually the Cordillera, it's also practiced in China and South
Uh-huh.
Korea. So apparently it's because in the colder areas of the world, apparently that's more prevalent because I think apparently what the myth about that is dog meat actually raise the temperature a little bit, makes you warmer. That's
good.
just another, out of line, but yeah, that's how it is. And just talking about Miss Earth and WWF, it's kind of like, oh my God, that reminds me.
So you
of
will be funded by WWF. The
proceeds.
Canada, the proceed. Oh, you're
We'll go
going
to
to
WWF.
We will donate.
the proceed will be
Yeah.
going to WWF.
So as a
Okay.
production, we are donating some funds to the World Wildlife Funds.
Mm-hmm.
So those are one of our continued support of the local charity. Every single event that we do, we try to give back to the community.
My question is, why Miss Earth when there's so many pageants? Why Miss Earth? What is it in Miss Earth
It's
that you
funny you
guys
said
have?
that because I think yes, there's many pageants, and
Mhm.
also we got this opportunity last year when we inquired about the availability of the provincial franchise. We discovered that Miss Earth was up for grabs, and of
Mhm.
course we did the work. We sent our proposal, and then we were awarded the franchise for 2017. So it's almost like it's a business also. You have to go to proper channel to kind of to go to it because I know there's other pageants that are already being
Yes.
held by local productions as well. So for us, as a new company, it is a good project for us to start.
It's gonna be a huge project for you as well because you're gonna be, I believe, you'll be showcasing your creations here as a production as well.
Yes,
You'll
that's
be
true.
dressing up the candidates.
Yes, yeah.
So what we're gonna be looking after, expecting on the show as well, are your original creative gowns.
Yes.
Gowns,
So
big.
actually, for the opening number, they're going to be featuring or showcasing our Lunaju designs from the current and our past collections, and then also in between the segment, when they change. So we have our mini fashion show in between the show. So we're going to have a preview of our main event, which is coming later this year. That's our main glam and fashion for Lunaju. So it's kind of preview per se for the main event. And
The main event.
yeah, but I think for us also to kind of utilize our in-house model, our Lunaju models to become part of the show. I think it's a great opportunity for the kids and this young models to really be part of the big show and a bigger stage as well.
Yes, I agree with that. So anything more you can add? When, where, how much is the ticket? When can they get where can they get a ticket and who to contact for a ticket?
Okay, tickets are available at $75,
Mm-hmm.
and you can get all the tickets from the 3 directors, Jonathan, Grace, and me as well. And
And they can message you on Facebook about this as well.
Yes, yeah, you could add us on Facebook. We are under Looney Joe PC, so you can send us a message to reserve your ticket. Let us know. Again, Looney Joe PC on Facebook.
And that's $75. That's a
Including,
dinner.
yeah.
So the
including
dinner, it's sit-down dinner and then the show.
and then the show. So it's
The
so much.
pageant.
There's so much fun.
So
Yes,
much to
yeah.
look forward
So much to look
this
forward.
summer. Ayan, and while we're
Okay.
talking about Looney Joe production, Miss Earth, and in general, of course, Mr. Z Kazim is in the house. So if you've got any questions regarding your tech tips, you can call us at
647-955-8820. That's our number right now. So if you have questions about the techie things that we have discussed here
Yes,
in
we
the
don't
last
know about
3
that.
years, 3 months, 3 weeks,
3
3 weeks
weeks.
already. So just call us and you know
and ask Z.
Z because he's the authority.
Yeah.
He is the authority. Okay. So yeah, so thank you so much for
Thanks
coming
so much for
over. And
having
if you would like to
you.
add more, or, you know, say something, and you know,
Yeah, if they could just kind of, again, we invite people to watch our Miss Earth Ontario pageant June 17, 2017 at the Holiday Inn at the Toronto Yorkdale location. Tickets are $75. It's a dinner and pageant. So again, thank you so much for having us.
of course,
You're
it's our
welcome.
pleasure to have you. The best.
Hope to see you there. Hope to see you.
We will. When is it? 17.
June
I
17.
hope we don't have a show.
No, we don't have it.
Because
It's gonna be
gonna
at
be,
least what time you didn't actually.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
the time.
The door opens at 5:30 and dinner starts at 6:30 because we want to start early, get the dinner out of the way, and then do the show.
The show.
Okay,
Okay.
busog na busog.
Yes. yeah,
Busog na
yeah.
busog
Getting
while
full
watching the
while
show.
watching the
Uh-huh.
show, of course.
Yes, yeah.
And well, I think you should dress up on your own. In your
Yeah, it's
best
a
What's the
form.
dress
formal,
code?
formal
It's a
dress
formal
code.
dress code.
Dress code is formal. Thank you.
Okay.
Masyadong social to. Coat and tie affair, black tie affair. Ayan.
The black tie
It's
event.
gonna be so much to look forward this summer in the community. That's another show. It's June 17th.
Actually, it has been. We've been busy. Last night we have congratulations to Jennifer C for the top choice. It
Oh,
was
the
well
very
packed,
yes.
fully
Top
packed.
choice
Amazing.
beauty
On
pageant.
beauty
as well?
pageant. It's
Is it the same venue as them?
yes, in Rembrandt. No, in Rembrandt. In
Oh, in
Rembrandt.
Rembrandt.
And it was from, I think, India. The winner is from India. We're proud of Miss Mary Jane from Field Course. He got 3 awards as well. And of course, congratulations to Mr. Mario Alpuerto, who have celebrated his 77th birthday last night, as well as his retirement. Retirement.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
retirement.
Retirement.
Financially stable retirement.
Uh-huh.
That's what they're all
So,
And of course, wag natin kalimutan, or don't forget to greet our all Muslim brothers.
from the Philippines.
Yes, from the Philippines and
Uh-huh.
Malawi and all over the world. They're practicing the Holy Ramadan right now. So
Is that the beginning of the day?
yes,
The
Mubarak Ramadan to all
Uh-huh.
our brothers and sisters in Muslim faith.
Okay,
So,
happy.
No, it's Holy Ramadan.
It's holy.
Have a Holy
Sorry,
Ramadan.
holy Ramadan.
Yes, of course.
So
And
they're mourning. Is it mourning for
no,
them?
it's fasting.
It's fasting.
It's
It's
gonna be
fasting.
So
Uh-huh.
in the workplace, of course, let us be extra sensitive to our co-workers
Uh-huh.
that are practicing the Muslim faith. They're actually really weak right now when they
Yes, yeah.
start fasting, of course. So one of the tips that they're actually asking us to do is do not eat beside them as much as you can. That's kind of insensitive, right?
Yeah.
Do not eat
And
beside
with related to them to that as well, we would just like to say condolences to the families, the soldiers and the civilians have lost their lives in Marawi City.
in Malawi City. It's that south of the Philippines.
South
and
of the Philippines. Mhm.
It's always a sad situation, and there's a martial law
Martial law
declaration in the
declaration right
country,
now. Mhm.
in that part of the country, and we all hope and pray that's gonna
It's
be
gonna be
resolved soon.
that's gonna end soon.
Mhm.
Yes.
You know, it's just temporary.
Yeah,
It's just temporary just to control things.
Yes,
out of
hopefully.
hand.
We
Okay.
hope for the best.
Uh-huh. So yeah, so thank you again.
Thank you so much
and
for having
so
me.
we will
So
pause for a break.
Now we're
what-
gonna be posing for a break, and
Uh-huh.
we'll be right back after this.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ang palatuntunang Pinoy Dreams ay magbabalik makalipas lamang ng ilang paggunita. Kabayan, huwag bibitiw! Action Honda is back! with another startling car deal for 2017. All for Civic, all for you. Here we go. Civic LX Coupe, Sedan, Hutch. All up to 60 months, all at zero down payment. Get the treatment you truly deserve. Action Honda's Car Spa. Service, parts, assistance. Basta Action Honda, makakaasa ka. 4334 Kingston Road at Lawrence Avenue East, Scarborough. Don't pay for 90 days? Sounds interesting. Call now. Asikason kabayan sa Action Honda team na maaasahan. Action Honda, where car ownership is made easy. Yoli, the company you can depend on. Never doubt it. We are here to make your lives better. Not just physically, emotionally, financially, but all in one. Literally. We mean business. Don't take my word for it, but take it from the testimony of thousands. Yep, we've already helped thousands, and we want you to be one of them. Let us help you transform to the life you want to live, that you love. And we invite you to visit our website for all of the things you need to know. That's www.yoli.com, or better contact Agatha Luna, your independent distributor in Ontario, Canada at 416-617-9499. Call now. Meet your source of information and entertainment. PinoyRadio.com. I love Filipino music. MCBN TV. Connecting our world. Your newest online Filipino television. Crosswave Radio. The right hit music mix. And MCBN Radio. North America's news and public affairs. And multicultural radio. This is MCBN Media Group. The biggest thing to ever hit the digital world. MCBN. Now, bigger and better. At muli nating balikan si Binibining Judith Gonzalez at ang kanyang mga kaibigan sa Pinoy Dreams. Sa inyo na.
Welcome back and welcome back.
Welcome back to the show, of course.
We're taking a break. So this will be our last day here. And,
yan ang biglang important as announcement to Miss Jace. So we're taking a break.
we're taking a break. So I just going back 3 years ago. The Pinoy Dreams.
Naiiyak ka na.
I'm very grateful for the Pinoy Radio, for what we have become, for the partnership, the friendship, and where we are right now. Had it not been with Pinoy Radio, we wouldn't be able to touch lives, make difference, do impacts. And thank you, Ryan.
Napaka-somber. I want to make it a little bit. I know. It's hard.
I know, I miss you, Ate Judith, and also Annalyn, and also you, bro. Thank you, man. But, siyempre, hindi naman katapusan ng mundo. So
It is not okay. We'll still be here supporting Pinoy Radio. It's not the end of the road for everyone. It's just that I have to do that this time. And it has nothing against Pinoy Radio, because Pinoy Radio has been my home for 3 years. And it's been very, very, empowering.
Empowering to be.
And thank you to the people who's been, continues stay with Pinoy Radio. There's so many programs here that empowers as well, and a lot of shows as well. That so just I don't know what to say.
Yes, ito nga for our listeners that are listening right now. After so much careful consideration in our Adi Jody's part, we will be resting for a month. We will be off air for a month to have this, to have an overhaul and to take care of a lot of personal challenges that had come our way. But it doesn't mean to say it's going to be the end. We will come back maybe better,
Better?
stronger, and of course more meaningful. At the same time, we look back right now in this at this hour. We look back to where Pinoy Dreams started, and what the challenges are there during the journey. And of course, we've been together with with Pinoy Dreams for 3 years. I've been here for a year, so it's also been my home. Pinoy Radio has been my home, and ang dami. There's a lot of people behind the scenes that you don't see. So of course, always on the controls is DJ Ryan Paper, or si Kuya
Na
Ryan.
lagi siyang
So,
lifeline natin when we're not around.
yes,
right?
of course, ang main producer is Mr. Von Canton.
The face,
The face behind
the face
scenes.
behind the scene, the face behind the scene, the technical, the support.
Support. They've been there. So, of course, na din sila nakakasama palagi sa program natin, but there's a lot. And of course, the other, yung iba't ibang programs here, the other programs here, we've been family since the beginning, of course. Ako ang younger member of the group.
The group,
So, it has been really a lot of learning for me for the past year, Ate J. So, I know it's gonna be harder for you.
Yes.
Naman, kasi for so many years, right? Like,
And
we've been answering callers.
I know.
Yeah, we touch lives and reach them and do everything for them to,
Yes,
To
ang
make them
mahirap
comfortable
doon,
in their
DJ
problems.
Ryan.
ano yun,
Pag tatawag sila ulit, magre-redirect ka.
naka-call forward.
Yes, of course. For those callers, we're gonna be taking for a break. It's gonna be, of course, the numbers here. It'll be Pinoy Radio as well. May messages siguro kayo. Kawawa naman si Kuya Ryan.
do we get on Facebook?
Yes, some messages on
put it in the
Facebook
Facebook.
still.
The
We will be
still.
answering your inquiries
Inquiries.
as much as we can on this whole month that we're off air. But yeah, we will be coming back with a punch.
Better
Mhm.
services, improved,
Yeah.
more people to get involved.
Of course.
I mean, we are both getting busy and we need help. We're calling volunteers as well. If you would like to be part of the next generation Pinoy Dreams, please call us as
Don't
we need
hesitate.
more. We
Yes.
need more because I think for the 3 years we have saved lives.
Yes.
We have saved lives.
We have touched lives.
Have
We
touched
have
lives.
help them
yeah.
align with their
Mhm.
objectives as well.
Mhm.
Of course, while we're getting at it, of course, you're always free to call us at 647-955-8820 right now to ask for other tips while Z is here, and of course for other questions as well. And of course, while we're talking about touching lives and all that, personally for me, it's always a wonder when you've got one episode that you don't think it really actually, when you don't think much, but it actually touches
That's the-
something.
We don't even know I don't even know until someone called me and tell me that, hey, what we've been hearing from you really
Help a lot.
help us a lot.
Mhm.
So that alone is a fulfillment, and thank you for all the volunteers who came over, share their stories as
Yes,
well.
share their stories. And of course, yung mga callers who
Guests.
trusted
Mhm.
us,
Mm-hmm.
who trusted that we can give you some guidance, we thank you as well. And of course, one of the most episodes siguro this year, I think one of the best episodes this year that I can remember is with Miss Lani Aguinaldo on
Yeah,
the new
that's a-
challenges of reunification of families. I know that it's very pressing matter when we talk about the reunification challenges. Well, but what actually touches me is when Miss Lani actually told us that they got contacted by the Children's Aid Society
because of Pinoy Radio,
because
Pinoy
Pinoy
Radio, and
Dreams.
Pinoy Dreams and Pinoy
Yes.
Radio. So they were
And-
able to help each other. Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's something that's big for us.
That's big for
actually.
us. Yun lang sigurong trophy namin. Those are the trophies that
Good too. And
we get.
the two rescues that I did because of
Mhm.
Pinoy Dreams
Pinoy
as
Dreams.
well. One of them is already now gotten her PR, right?
Wow.
And then, which is Olivia.
Mhm.
The other one is still back in the shelter. And then the other one, actually there's the two successful rescues I did is Olivia and Mabel, and there's another two actually, and they did not contact me so far, but yeah. So those are the lives that we have touched, the lives that we have rescued.
Well, we believe in the ripple effect. So, we might as well be like small puddle in there, but it will be a ripple effect. If you touch one life, you'll touch a generation of it. And I always believe that. And of course, we congratulate. While we mentioned Olivia, we congratulate you on your PR and your continuous search for your self empowerment. And we are really
The
proud of
freedom.
you.
She actually gotten her freedom.
Yes, and at the
After
same
that,
time, for the women who's been abused in the same situation, of course, we'll always be there to at least connect you with the right agencies. We might not be there fully hands-on with you, but we can connect you as well.
With
This is
the
a
right
great
people.
avenue to the right people.
We also did a good ones with the updates for immigrations
Yes,
when
the
the
updates.
Minister of Immigration came over. One is the Chris Alexander came twice, and the other one was I think the Minister of Immigration John McCallum was interviewed phone interviewed. We had phone interview with McCallum before he won as a minister, as an MP.
Yes.
So we have a lots of personalities that came over and pay respect. Pay respect to Pinoy Radio and Pinoy
of course.
Dreams.
And while we're talking about this now, we went to political. Of course, just what's the news with the Conservative Party? With Z.
Oh yeah,
They
there's
actually
a new leader.
choose
Choose a new
their
leader. It's who's
Andrew
that?
Scheer.
Andrew Scheer.
So
I forgot his face.
Andrew Scheer.
I was
What's interesting is this, like the politician just keeps becoming younger.
Is
So
he younger?
he's
Andrew?
38 years old. He
Oh, really?
Before, yes. So it's gonna be like Trudeau and Cher,
Oh,
young ones.
wow.
So
Wow.
so they're young. So yeah. So well, for the Conservative Party of Canada and their supporters, it's gonna be another chapter of your political party moving forward. And we just want to say, because they've been always, while we're talking about our guests coming over, we've had all our politicians coming over from our
MPs to
MPs,
MPP.
MPPs, liberal, conservative, and also in between. So, of course, we all are kind of like, okay, congratulations for the party moving forwards. The same with liberal and the same with NDP. NDP is
Yeah.
also going through.
And even the Philippine
selection
government as well. We had few, we had Lavinia came over. That's the Philippine government representative.
representative. So
We kind of, we made really, and then of course
Good,
the
yeah.
personalities. We have some personalities came over,
and
and
of course our local businesses.
our local businesses as well who have helped us, and
our local talents as well.
and of course the local talents, and of course Ria, we cannot forget Ria for always being there. Ria Galvan, our pool survey queen.
That's all the way from Alberta, and we hope to have some more of them.
More of them
moving
coming,
forward.
and of course, the one from Greece, Garnet Lieve, has always, for 2 years has been with us doing
Survey.
Survey
the
from-
updates, the Greek,
updates
the
from Greece, of course.
from Filipinos.
Again, we
yeah.
hope that when we come back, it's gonna
There'll be more. Gonna be
more
more
of them.
correspondence, more substance in the show.
Mhm.
And
There's more.
again, there's so much. Okay, once and for all, we would just like to tell our audience that we are volunteer in Pinoy Dreams. Okay,
Yes.
our time we put in our hearts, we put in our commitment because we want to help.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so Z,
Si
tell
Z.
us something about. Let's talk about
Yes,
right
the
now because
Holy
it's
Ramadan.
fasting, Holy Ramadan. Because you're the. I'm sorry, I really wasn't paying attention to that. My close friend is Muslim, and I never even.
Of
Oh my!
course.
So
Yes.
tell us about this. I think it's it's your celebration
Yes.
of holiness in your religion. So tell us about Ramadan. What is it all about? Why are you celebrating Ramadan?
Well, it's fasting. You basically cleanse your body. You come close to God and you pray 5 times a day. And that way you kind of feel how poor people feel when they don't get food. So that's where we get practice when we're kids. That's how we get the practice for. There's multiple purposes for fasting.
So you're not eating because you think of the poor people who doesn't eat.
Exactly. They don't
Okay.
get water. They don't get food for the whole day. Then we kind of get the feeling of it, how they survive in the day. And different parts of the world, they're longer and harder too. Especially India and Pakistan, their weather is really hot. It's really humid, so you can't even drink water. So you're just kind of going for the whole day. So when you're kids, you're thinking 5, 6 years old, and you start practicing when you're younger, and when you become adults and you do full days. So there's a lot of exceptions, and
Oh, so when you're a kid, you don't do full day?
you don't do full because kids they don't have any practice on it. So you just kind of teach them how to
Just
do
how
it.
to do it. Okay.
So you tell them, okay, wake up with us, pray with us, eat with us, and then half day, which is lunchtime, then they open the fast.
Do you feel weak though?
And like first couple of days, it's you kind of feel the weakness, but after
Mhm.
that you get used to it. Then the God gives you the power of keep going.
Mhm.
So some days it gets really challenging. Some days you feel kind of dizzy, kind of dehydrated because. And then the thing is, when you wake up for your fasting, you're supposed to eat a lot, drink a lot of water, so that way you can go through the whole day.
To the whole day.
And
So what time do you normally eat your breakfast, and what time do you
Well,
normally eat your dinner?
then every year is 10 days back, so the fasting time changes 10 days back. So this year it's about we close our fast around 3:45, and then we open our fast around 9 o'clock p.m. So it's a long day, it's a long stretch. So in the meantime, if you have sickness, if you have any health conditions which doctors prevent you from fasting, then you're exempted. But even if you're exempted, you're supposed to give like a meal to a poor people, like a poor person, like
To do something good.
Yeah. So for example, you can't fast for 30 days. You have some money, you send it back home, or you give some charity to.
If
help.
you cannot fast.
Exactly.
So there's an equivalent
Yes.
penalty.
Exactly.
Is it penalty? Should I
Well,
say
I wouldn't say
that?
penalty. I just say
Yes,
that's
yeah.
going to be like the supporting. Because your
Oh,
intention is
okay.
to fast, but due to your health conditions and all that,
Oh,
you
because
cannot
you're,
fast, yeah.
the
Yeah,
doctor
yeah,
doesn't
so-
allow you to do
Yes.
that.
So at the same time, for women who are pregnant, who
Exactly.
are actually menstruating,
Cannot. do-
yeah, are
Oh.
exempted.
But
for
but the thing is that the days you miss, if for example, if I miss 1-2 days, I keep track of it. Then in the winter time, I cover it up.
Oh.
So we have that exemption too.
Oh, okay. So
So it's
if
not
if you do the
Say especially for women, they can fast for like 10 days, right?
Uh-huh.
Because of their monthly. So the 10 days they can cover any time of the year before the year end.
oh.
So that's one of the
okay.
examples too.
Yes.
Babayaran mo pa naman. Babayaran mo pa rin
It's
wala.
gonna be yes. And why is it that it's always like 10 days backwards?
I mean,
Why do you-
Yeah,
how do you
what is
base
what's the
the-
rationale
see, the thing is, I
behind?
don't know the exact details why it's every year is 10 days back. I don't know the exact definition of it, but the winter time is it's the shortest time. Summer
Mhm.
times are always the longest time.
Yes.
So when we had a winter a few years ago, like 10, 15 years ago, it was easier to fast because you wake up, eat, do your
Yes.
work, and then it's almost end of the day. But
Mhm.
summer times are longest times.
So, it's harder
It's
as
harder
well.
to,
Really, because we're following not the Gregorian calendar; it's actually lunar calendar.
Exactly.
So
What is the
apparently,
difference between lunar and
the lunar
Gregorian?
is based on the phases of the moon.
Yes.
So that again, though, has a lot of course, that's why I think partly, of course, the crescent moon is actually very significant to the Muslim faith. Is when they
Oh.
actually see the crescent moon, I think.
Yeah,
Is that right?
that's
Z,
right,
connect
yeah.
me on this. That's where the start of the lunars. That's how they base it. It's on the moon. It's the lunar phase, and that's because it's ancient religion, it's
Yeah.
ancient practice, and that's I think the moon, the lunar calendar has been used through
Exactly.
generations. So it's on the lunar. It's not the Gregorian calendar. That we
And
use.
same thing with the end of the month. So when we're about to do our celebration, which is the last day of so we look at the moon. If we see the moon sighting, then next is our religious celebration. If we don't see it, that means
Oh,
you
that's
have to
right.
carry forward one more day for
Yeah.
fasting.
If you don't see the moon.
Yeah.
You know, as I see like a meme. Have you seen the? It's since you're the tech type, you're techie one. You're always familiar with the memes. It's like the
Yeah.
meme said, "Get ready, Muslims. It's the contest for sightseeing."
Yeah, exactly.
And so yeah, the lunar sighting right now is like it's.
And then based on the weather, it's hard to see sometimes. If it's cloudy,
Mm.
every
Yeah,
year's
exactly.
every year's a problem because some people
Yes.
celebrate Eid the next day, some people do it the day before. So it's kind of
I saw.
mixed up. So
Yes.
some years we had it all together, but some years it's kind of one day after the other.
One day after the other. And of course, it's 10 days without food and water. You know, for
30
us
days, yeah.
non-Muslims, what's your advice for us? just so we'll be a little bit sensitive to to those who are actually practicing the fasting.
Well, in the workplace, most of the employers, most of the workplace force know that if you're fasting, then they're not supposed to eat in front of them to make them feel bad. Like, you know, if you're eating in front of me, even though you're going to make me feel bad, but I have to be strong on my side too, that I'm not going to have any intention of eating. I'm just going to try ignoring it. But if you go to like a mall, there's a lot of food court, so you got to avoid it. So you got to start avoiding that. So you got to avoid going to events, going to parties, and it's mostly just being close to God, cleansing yourself, and trying to become more.
You told us that you have to pray 5 times a day.
Yeah.
What is normally the time, and what happened when you're at work?
Well,
How do you do that?
no, the employers, they are aware of it. We just, instead of taking our 15 minutes break, we just tell our employees, okay, we're going to go fasting because we're not taking lunch either. So we're going to use that lunchtime to do our prayers. and everything,
Prayers,
so.
yes. And that's the good thing about Canada.
Yeah.
Because
Diversity,
it's diversity and respect and
respect
freedom of religion. So I know I remember some of my coworkers doing just that, and our employers called them, after the sunset, because we're doing night shifts, and they said they called them right away after the sunset and said you can go for your break,
Yeah.
because they know they must have been really.
I have
having
my
hard time.
office mate before, and I have to get out of my own office because he has to pray. He will say, Miss Judith, can you go out? I have to pray. So, because he has to do this mat,
Yeah.
right? And he has to put his mat. And he has to be alone in the office. 3 of us in the office. So I have to get the other lady come out. Let's go out because it's time to pray. I think that's respect.
Exactly.
I think that's respect.
And then last year, 2 years ago, when I was working at the hospital, my job was in IT. So when I was fasting, it was really tough for me because I had to run in the hospital day and like for the whole day. So we didn't have a sitting job. So we had to go to every unit, check the computers. So for me, fasting was really hard and really critical. Doctors and nurses, most of them, they do fast and most of them don't. So it's up to their discretion because they're working with patients. So it's hard to fast during their operations and treatment. So there's a lot of exemptions, but we have to cover them.
And of course, I've heard as well, if you
Yeah.
live in the Yukon,
Yeah.
and it's the
Exactly.
Ramadan falls on the summer in the Yukon, like
Yeah.
close to the Arctic area, and that's
6
going to be
months.
like a whole day
Yeah.
of sun.
Exactly.
How are you going to
How
fast?
do you sun? In
Yes,
Yukon, there's no night?
summer on the Yukon is actually 12 hours of
Yes.
sunlight.
And 12 hours a night.
Yes. So it's going to be hard. And apparently, they actually had that exemption
Yeah.
for the Association of Imams,
Yeah.
or clerical imams. They actually had that exemption as well.
Yeah, but if you follow in those type of countries, if you follow the calendar, I think they get issued a separate calendar. So you look at the time and you just close your fast and break your fast.
And based it on the calendar in
And
Saudi Arabia.
exactly that,
So,
yeah. That's quite
That must be
interesting.
fit.
yes, it's very interesting.
Well, you grow up here, so you may not have that difficulty. But for those people who came over, right, from
Well, it's the same thing. Like, I mean,
Same
if
thing?
they grew up in Pakistan and India, they're still practicing the same thing. In Pakistan, India is more tougher than here. Over there, it's
Oh.
more humid, more hot, right?
Yes.
Here, the weather changes, so at least you can get accustomed to it.
Yes.
Oh.
And at the same time, in other really strict Muslim countries,
Yeah.
even if you're non-Muslim, of course, over here, again, the emphasis is the freedom of religion.
Yeah.
It's in the other stricter countries, even if you're non-Muslim, you're supposed to actually be aware, respect that. So if they're fasting, you don't go around and it's actually prohibited for you
Yeah.
going around and walking, having a food in your hand. Apparently, is
Exactly.
that correct?
Yeah. I mean, there's no smoking allowed. I mean, there's a lot of restrictions. Like, when you're in a fasting month, it's only 30 days, but you gotta be really strict to all that rules.
We of course there's a lot of Filipino nurses in
Yes.
Saudi Arabia and the Arab Emirates.
Yeah.
So we pray for your strength as well as you go through the.
are they doing
The
their
days?
fasting too?
No, they're not, but it's gonna be difficult for everybody as
Yeah.
well.
Oh.
A lot of them are staying in the hospital, so there's a lot of restrictions as well in the holy Ramadan.
Oh. That-
But if
That's
they
interesting.
internalize what's the meaning of that, like they will realize which is the best thing to do is to practice like fasting is really
Yes.
good. You'll get closer to God,
Yes, because
even though
fasting.
you're not Muslim or.
Fasting is actually also included in the Christian religion. We're not just
Mhm.
following it. in Christian religion, of course, Jesus fasted for 60 days and 60 nights, isn't it?
Yeah.
So actually, in some churches, they actually encourage fasting as
Fasting,
well.
yeah.
Because the idea there is, again, your self-control in lifting everything to the Mighty One
Yep.
or the Holy One and to God.
And you'll be focused if you.
Yeah. Like the
Mhm.
first couple of days will be kind of tough, right? And to be honest with you, if you have the intention of fasting but you can't fast for some reason, God knows your intention. That God knows that you have the intention but you cannot fast for whatever reason. He'll take that into consideration.
So
Because
it's
our
all
belief is to God.
personal
Yeah, exactly.
connections.
Yes.
That's our
So
tech
much.
tips.
That's our tech tips.
It's not technical at the same time. Of course,
We are just
in,
we're just respecting. We are just
yeah, so the same
respecting
thing. This is
this
Canada.
belief and tradition and
multinationality
called religious.
and religion is different.
Religion.
So of course, it's always like nice to learn something
New.
It's not new
Mhm.
and
Exactly.
learning about our neighbor as well.
Mm.
I love
Learning.
Muslims. I have a
Yes.
best friend.
Mm.
I work with a Muslim in McDonald's.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, McDonald's.
Yeah. At 3 o'clock, jam packed
Yeah.
in the car. A.M.
Yeah.
A lot of cars.
Yeah.
All
Why?
Muslims ordering ice creams and everything.
Why?
Because they're done. Like
They're
they
done
they can
fasting.
eat that
They
time.
can eat.
Ah.
No, they have to close the
Oh.
fast. They're eating to close the fast.
Yeah.
3 a.m. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
So that's it.
Wow. Before that, I wouldn't forget. I would not want to forget the birthday of my father last night. Yeah, that's my
Aw.
dad. Happy birthday, Daddy! I missed you.
Ayan, you'll always be a
He's
daddy's
90.
girl.
He's 90 years old. Of course, I'm the youngest. That's why I'm a daddy's girl. And I know you forgot me. It was when I came home last time. He doesn't recognize me, right? But after a couple of times talking and talking and talking, I think he remembers my voice. So I know it's tough for him.
Mhm.
Anyways, thanks God that he's still alive and still very strong. And yeah, another 10 years, please. Another more
Happy
than 10
birthday,
years.
Paul.
Birthday, Daddy. And so happy birthday to also, my cousin Arnold is celebrating his birthday last Friday night, and then to all who are celebrating birthday today, happy birthday. I can't remember. I know there's so many friends that I am celebrating their birthday
Today.
just today. So yeah, it's too long to say goodbye.
Ate Jay is always like gets teary-eyed every time she remembers it's gonna be our last day
Uh-huh.
today, which means for me I'm gonna have more walks.
More walks, more
No,
rest
it's,
for me, and more thinking actually, more brainstorming in the
it's
next
the
few
same
days.
with us.
Mhm.
It's a lot of course when I walk I think so.
Mhm.
Well, again, it's hard not to be able to come every Sunday and connect with other workers, caregivers, and migrant workers as well.
Mhm. It has
But-
been it became our, it's part
Stress
of our
reliever.
life. Yeah,
Yes.
it's a therapy for,
For
for everyone, you can shout out. You can be you can on air, This is the most relaxing moment. Although there's a lot of dug dug dug, especially if there's an issue, right? When caregivers are, we have a lot of caregivers who got refused and for deportations, and we got them back, right? So those are the success stories that we have had here in Pinoy Dreams. And of course, Fian, who's been entertaining us, been part of our show. And a lot of people we have to be grateful and be thankful. Yes.
Of course. There's
Mhm.
always like a lot. Of course, for
So-
the most part, the listeners.
Yeah,
trust
because
that
they're the
you've
one.
given, Of course, the trust that you've given is just awesome. Sometimes kind of like, okay, do we deserve the trust? We do ask ourselves once in a while
Right, of
about those.
course.
Of course, we need to ask those to be able to
validation,
come up
yeah.
with the right information for you. It's always nice to have someone say, "Oh, thank you for the tip," or "Thank you for the information." 'Cause sometimes
Information.
all we need are the correct information out there, especially in this age there's digital and everything is you don't know which one is a fake news and which one is a real news. And of course we apologize sometimes if we miss out on the fake
The
news.
news,
We do try our best and have
Yeah.
been trying our best to actually correct which one or correct and which one are fake news.
Mhm.
So of course that's one. I think it's not only Pinoy Dreams, but the rest of the
The-
programs here are currently trying to
To-
avoid
to
is
avoid
to
this,
rely
yeah.
on the fake news as well.
Mhm.
And of course, Z knows fake news as well because he's the tip guy. And yeah, of course. Dami nating listeners and all over the world, and I would say they're
Kuya
all over
Ryan,
the province.
after the 3 years that we have been together, what's the best memory you have?
The
with
best
us?
memory, actually, lahat naman eh.
Best.
Sabihin, all the segments, all the episodes are memorable because it's not all the same. Like,
Mhm,
you got a
it's-
variety of stories and
Stories.
everything, especially your Mother's Day,
Mhm.
Father's Day, Christmas
Christmas
Day.
Day,
Day.
Valentine's.
And of course, siguro kahit na yung tumawag and you have to stay on the phone so longer because they can't, we have to wait for the stories to come out.
Yes. And
Yeah.
syempre si Ate Judith, kapag may special occasion, parati may gift yan. So, thank you so much. Tawag doon, sobrang sweet, saka
Ganon.
thoughtful.
It's a family thing. It's a family thing. As long as I can, I will. Pag hindi na kaya, hindi na rin.
Kaya kailangan niyang mag-break ng 1
Oo,
month.
I need to
That's-
take a break, and I've been, Pinoy Dreams has been as part of my, a kind of, it's a childbearing for me. It's like one of my child, right? One of my daughter, kind of thing. So, it's been part of me, my in all system.
Yeah.
Because I know before when we were not busy, Wednesday would be the posting day. The morning will be, Saturday will be putting all together
Yes.
the topics,
Brainstorming.
calling the people,
Calling our
the
guests.
and then we become very
Very
busy,
busy.
and then
Challenges came
challenges
our way.
came, yeah. So, yeah, but all of those without you guys will never be Pinoy Dreams.
Mhm.
Without you listening, patiently listening, and trusting us, will never be Pinoy Dreams.
And all this, before I came, of course, 1 year lang ako. And we look back to where it came from. I think Pinoy Dreams started as a 2-hour program, right? With
2-hour
you. There's a
program.
lot of hosts in.
Yeah,
during
there's
that time.
fun.
There's fun.
There's story, there's fashion, there's entertainment,
Everything in between.
everything in between. There's so much. Oh my, I can't. I was last night. That's why I slept at 4 a.m., 5 a.m. I browsed all the episodes, right, and just reminiscing what we did, and
Mhm.
yeah.
It's gonna grow more. I mean, for those 2 years, 3 years. Again, I've been only 1 year old here, so I'm the new one. And I know I browsed before I came. I browsed. I haven't met the other host yet, but all the hosts that this program have had actually went on with their lives and
Yeah.
had their lives better,
Better.
now. And
Aloha. Thank you. Aloha did a great contributions to Pinoy
Yes.
Dreams as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
Aloha was there before me.
Mhm.
Aloha is already getting married and expecting their first child. Congratulations, and thank you so much for contributing so much to Pinoy Dreams. You have actually paved my way in. It's easier for me when I came. And
Yeah, I know.
Yes, I know.
It's just like
And yes,
It's
and
just
we've had Fien, and then all of a sudden we've had Z for a
for a
month.
month. Yeah. We'll still be having him for sure in the next episodes that we're going to have. And yeah, so wow.
And Ria Galvan in Alberta has always had this post survey.
The post survey queen of it is very, very informative, and she get people to interact and engage with Pinoy Dreams with so many questions. Sometimes nakakaloka. Sometimes nakakatawa.
That's the fun of her surveys as well. And of course,
Oh.
Pinoy Dreams has always been a home, and all of a sudden we've relocated this larger Patricia Camp Community Hall, which has these Ferrari
Yeah.
colors in the background. See?
The bigger home of Pinoy. Keep tuning in with PinoyRadio.com. There's
Got
so
a lot.
much to learn here.
And they've
There-
got a lot of programs.
They
coming
got a lot
in
of
as well.
programs that can help you out. So stay tuned. Even if we're not around, stay tuned at PinoyRadio.com.
Of course.
Yeah.
So magbabakanti kami
Magbabakante kami.
And she was like,
So siguro Kuya Ryan, probably we could put a music, and of course we would just like to say really thank you to our sponsors,
Yes, for all through
Western
the
Union
years.
before, the PCI, Ledesma,
Yes,
Ate Beng,
Ate Beng,
the
Ledesma.
Empire One,
Toyota.
Toyota.
Aba, naalala ko ang Toyota. Ferrari kayo next.
So thank you for all the support. Yeah,
Yes, of
all these
course.
years.
And all the
Yeah.
organizations that we've had over the
Mhm.
years to help
Mitsubishi
us.
too. Remember
Oh, yeah,
Mitsubishi?
may
Yeah, we
Mitsubishi
had
pa pala.
Mitsubishi here.
Mhm.
So thank you.
Sandbags.
Sandbags, of course, the sandbags cottages.
Cottages.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And a lot more.
I just want to say something before we close up the show. When I first came here after the Philippines trip, Judy invited me to the studio,
Mm-hmm.
and this is my first time. She put me on the spot. I was not expecting anything. She's gonna ask me all these questions, and from there I kind of got the confidence, and so I said to myself, you know what, since I have the skills, since I have the talent, I want to contribute something to the community. I want to share my knowledge to people that are out there that probably don't have the information that they need.
Mm-hmm.
So, I appreciate Pinoy Radio. I appreciate Pinoy Dreams for giving me the opportunity to come here every Sunday, taking my time and sharing my knowledge. And I learned a lot myself too, not just only about technology, but non-technology stuff. And, even though it was a short journey, but eventually we're going to be back stronger and better. And we're going to have way different topics, more in detail.
More
tips.
meaty, more substance.
Yeah. So, thank you, Judith, and thank you, Annalyn, for having me.
Thank you for the
Thank you so
trust.
much
all right?
for coming over as
Thank you.
well.
And thank you, DJ Ryan, for
Yeah.
having me on the show.
You're my friend now.
And the funny part is, his birthday and my birthday's on the same day.
Oh,
Yeah, same birthday.
Same birthday.
And he's asking me how old are you? Okay, I
No.
will not mention my age, but he's so happy when
No,
he realized my age. Like,
No.
oh, you're my brother.
I asked you when is your date of birth, right? You said February 6th. I go, I thought you were just joking around. I go, no, mine's on the same day too. So it's kind
I was expecting you to ask what's the name of my father. You know.
You see, it's kind of like you see, we build friendships and families here. as
Here,
well.
yeah. And Pinoy Dreams is giving back. Where Annalyn is here to give back. I'm here to give back. You were here because you recognize that it's giving back.
Correct.
So and Kuya Ryan was there to keep empowering, to keep I sometimes I would be alone and he would be just two of us in 2 hours. Remember, in 2 hours.
2
show.
hours before. Oh my
2
gosh.
hours show. So we would just be talking for 2 hours. So, but it's fun. It's always fun.
It's
And also,
always-
I can't remember. I mean, I always remember when Tita Judith are sick, but she's still there talking to, telling good things.
There's no. I think in the first year I never had an absent. In the second year I have one absent. In the second year.
Memorized.
In the third year we have
3
three
other
absences.
years. 3 absences.
Three absences.
And that's going to be 1 month absent.
One absent. Too many absent.
Yeah.
Okay,
Which
so
means when you've got absence, it means that you trust your child to go walk.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And of
uh-huh.
course, when we do take a break like this, it just means we're gonna grow.
We're
It's
gonna
part
grow.
of the growing pains, but we're gonna grow and grow stronger.
Gross, stronger.
So,
Okay, so it's 5 o'clock. Uh-huh.
okay.
I'll miss the Pinoy Radio.
Mhm.
My last airing. Ito po si Judith Gonzalez ng Pinoy Dreams. A live talk show that advocates, empowers, and entertains. Miss
Ito
Annalyn.
po si Annalyn Aryo at maraming salamat po sa inyong pakikinig. Abangan po kami sa susunod. We're signing off for a month. We're gonna be coming back bigger, brighter,
Brighter and
hopefully
better.
stronger.
That's right.
And of
And
course,
thank you, Pinoy Radio. Again, my name is Z Kasim from Easy Connect Solutions. Any technical questions, please give me a call, 416-916-4400. Again, thank you, Pinoy Radio, and have a wonderful day.
Maraming
salamat
po.
po.
At sumainyo ang isa na namang pagtatanghal ng palatuntunang Pinoy Dreams. Hanggang sa susunod na Sabado, muli nating samahan si Judith Gonzalez.
Ito po si Judith Gonzalez ng Pinoy Dreams, a live talk show that advocates, empowers, and entertains.
Sa kaparehong Meet your source of information and entertainment, PinoyRadio.com. I love Filipino music, MCBN TV, connecting our world. Your newest online Filipino television. Crosswave Radio, the right hit music mix, and MCBN Radio, North America's news and public affairs, and multicultural radio. This is MCBN Media Group, the biggest thing to ever hit the digital world. MCBN, now bigger and better.
Hi, this is Carol Banawa, and you are listening to my music here on PinoyRadio.com. I love Filipino music.